Aquarius, this is going to be your love reading for October 5th to the 11th. Let me just light up a candle and then we'll get started. Oh. Go. Yes, we did. All right. I'm going to use a giant Rider-Waite tarot. I already did a bit of a pre-shuffle. This is going to be a 4-card draw from this deck, and then I'll pull more cards from another tarot deck. First card is you, Aquarius. Second card is your love interest. Third is the situation. Fourth is the outcome. And the other tarot deck, I'm going to pull cards about how you feel about each other, your hopes and fears, and your challenge or obstacles for both of you. So this is for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th. This is you, Two of Pentacles. This is your love interest, the Tower, always dramatic. Situation, Hanged Man, outcome, Magician. On the bottom, Ace of Wands, passion, new beginnings, virility. Let's use the other deck now. I think I'll use, you know what, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use Tarot of the Doors. I've been using the Chris Ann Donnelly decks with the Light Seers and the Muse, but I feel like using the Tarot of the Doors. Can we get a card, the rest of the reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please? So that's going to be Aquarius, how you feel about them, how they feel about you, your hopes and fears, then theirs, and then your challenge and obstacle, challenge or obstacle, and then theirs. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for October 5th to the 11th. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please. Okay, this is how you feel about them. Two of Pentacles again. How they feel about you. Knight of Swords, your hopes and fears, the High Priestess, their hopes and fears, Knave of Swords, and then your challenge or obstacle, Three of Swords, their challenge or obstacle, Eight of Swords. On the bottom, Two of Wands, wanting more. All right. So, Two of Pentacles, here it's showing this harmonious balance. There is a balance there that you can keep this going for a long time. You've got the energy and you've got the ability. The Two of Pentacles is about being busy, keeping on top of things, working with your circumstances, working with what you have, and making the best of things. Coming to a time when you're trying to make things work, okay, with this relationship that you're in. For them, it's got this Tower energy. It's some news, some explosive blow up, argument, fight, revelation, something that's going to shake the foundation of your relationship. How they feel about this situation, how they are. This is representing them in your romantic situation, relationship, connection, whatever, is that they feel like this news has come out of nowhere. It's blown the roof off their house, kind of. It's a shocking revelation. For the situation, it's got the Hanged Man, and that's about sticking through with something because you're doing it out of kindness and love and generosity and sacrifice. So you know what this Hangman energy in love and romance reminds me of? When you care about somebody very much and things get stale and old, but you stick around because you care about them so much, not just in a romantic way, but they almost become like a family member. So you want to make sure that they're okay when you leave, because you know that it's going to dramatically affect their life and how, impact how they go on afterwards or move forward. It's going to dramatically or drastically affect them. So you stick around until you think that they're strong enough. Like, it's like you're in the position to judge when they're going to be strong enough to recover and move on. So here you see in the outcome, the Magician, somebody holds all the cards here. The Magician's like, everything is possible. They have the potential to manifest anything. And there's a little bit of a having all the power or control. A lower vibration could be a trickster vibe, but with the Magician, saying that, you have that ability in love and romance to manifest the outcome that you want. You have the skills, you're passionate, you're exciting, you've got coins, you're good looking, you're dressed nicely, you're cultured or traveled enough, you're smart. Like, it's that kind of an energy with the Magician in love and romance, where that's the type of person who can do anything, who has all the tools to manifest romantic love. So I don't know which one of you is doing the sticking around and the whatnot, but I feel like, let's just look at the rest of the cards. So for how you feel about them is Two of Pentacles, and you're doing Two of Pentacles too. It's not a very exciting card. It's kind of like, juggling. Yeah, juggling. I hope you're not juggling two people, but it's being able to keep this harmonious balance. And it's not like, the Ten of Pentacles. It doesn't look like the greatest love story ever told, but it does look like you're willing to keep things going, okay, and maintain the status quo in your relationship. For them, how they feel about you. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, look at all the swords in their side, right? Knight of Swords is someone that approaches love and romance from the mind, from the intellect. It's more of an egoic thing. When you want someone because of their social status or because of what they can contribute to your life, where it's not a love, it's not the Knight of Cups, which wants to give like love and is romantic and dreamy. It's not the Knight of Wands, who's like, oh my God, I think you're hot as F and I'm gonna chase after you. That would be the Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords is someone who's intent and quickly rushes into things and wants to go swinging first, asking questions later, but that Mars energy, that wanting to win. And where in love and romance do you feel like that? When you want to get somebody that maybe is desirable to other people, or in a room, I always say finding the most attractive person in the room and everybody wants them. And so you go after them. It's not because you're in love with them. It's not that they resonate with you spiritually and emotionally, but because, it's just something you should do because it's good for your rep. It's good for, in life to get ahead kind of thing. So how they feel about you with the Knight of Swords, it's, they feel like maybe you're like this, okay? Or maybe it's their intention. I don't know. We still have to see, because there's definitely so far an energy of one person sticking around, okay, and having all the power to manifest, and the other one, just going along. All right, and then in your hopes and fears, you got the High Priestess. It's funny that she got tarot cards there. Maybe it's a tarot card reader. I don't know. But High Priestess is Virgo energy as well as being about someone who is intuitive and secret being revealed, because the High Priestess is the keeper of those secrets. And she sees beyond the veil and she knows everything. It's a passive energy too, but it's something where when this card comes up, it's saying, trust your intuition. like the High Priestess does. It's saying you already know the answer to the question that you're asking about. So hopes and fears, if this doesn't represent a person to you who represents those characteristics, hoping to like let your intuition guide you and see how it goes. Okay, not being any kind of crazy rush, but just wanting to see how things play out. For their hopes and fears, Knave of Swords, I feel like they're watching you. The Knave of Swords is always the stalker card energy to me. It doesn't have to be. It can be someone who is a child, who can be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And it can be about studying something new and getting a new skill and learning about it, collecting information. But here you see, like in this card, this person is leaving the house and this other person's around the corner watching, right? So with a cap on and hiding, not wanting to be revealed, not wanting them to know that they're watching. So in their hopes and fears, like they want to keep an eye on you. They found out something that blew their socks off. Like, what the heck? Oh my God, right? And the tower breaks whatever isn't on stable ground. So whatever wasn't stable has been, knocked out. At the time, it feels like their world is over. But later on, it's better to know, right, what wasn't working and to get something that's stable and solid next time. So here, what they're hoping, or hopes and fears, it's like they want to keep tabs on you. They want to know what you're up to. And at the same time, they might be scared of what they find out. Your challenge or obstacle is that your heart is broken. Okay, somebody already did that to you. The loss, the disappointment. Here it's showing the jealousy of this old woman putting dolls in a voodoo doll of a girl's doll. Now, 3 of Swords in your challenge or obstacle is you can speak to a broken heart. And just not having recovered from some loss. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're dying, but it can mean that, from something that hurt you. Because Cups, 3 of Swords, swords are about, it usually has a heart in there. I keep wanting to say heart and cups, but because there's usually a heart in the 3 of Swords that's slashed, or it's got swords in it, or whatever, some kind of betrayal or hurt or loss. This is what you need to recover from. You haven't recovered from it yet. You're still stuck on it. 8 of Swords is their challenge or obstacle. They're so scared. This is about fear, restriction, trying to control things, and I feel like they're trying to keep this tight leash on you to see what you're up to and to make sure that you're not doing anything. But it's all very, scary for them, because whatever they're finding out, they don't want to find bad news, basically, okay? Let's pull some oracle cards. This is the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Can we get a card for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th? These oracle cards will clear things up. What's going on with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please? In love and romance, what's going on with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please? Okay, free yourself. All right. On the bottom, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I know you're like, how does that work? Well, if you're juggling 2 people, if that's the case, and that's why they're doing all this spying and watching you and scared to find out something that it literally, upset them. And the situation is that you've been sticking around, I guess, trying to be kind so that, they don't get heartbroken or whatever, because you yourself are suffering from a loss, challenge, obstacle, or maybe it's they're heartbroken. But the thing is, the free yourself card is very obvious, like a straightforward. It's time to take back control of your life. You see this beautiful unicorn with they're fenced in, and there's blood like here on their haunches and stuff. And it's not like the unicorn can't jump out. It can't, but there's a chain with this beautiful collar around its neck. There's that chain. So you see, right? This unicorn is something, amazing, rare, unique, and beautiful creature, and it's being chained up and locked, and like it feels like it's being abused. Like they even put blood on its butt. Okay, like I don't know. So here they've got this fence, and it's, where do you see this fence? It's a feeling restricted, feeling fenced in. That's their challenge or obstacle. I don't know if this is you, Aquarius, or the person that you're dealing with, but here it's saying you need to free yourself. This is the advice. Because you're living in such a way, whether it be comfortable financially or whatever it is, that it's not good for you. Okay, and true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. There's somebody, okay, that I feel like there's somebody else that you're interested in. Anyways, let me just read this. Free yourself, let's start with. Like the unicorn in the image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw, and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. So saying you're icy, your heart, okay, it's that Icebox, okay, song from, I forget his name. Basically someone who's not over something, okay, and it turns you icy and cold. And basically it's saying to free yourself, not just from if you're feeling trapped or restrained. It's also saying to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. So, which will bring a greater capacity to love your partner, yourself, and your experiences. Okay, so let's go to true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. You pulled this card because true and lasting love is here for you. If your question was about a specific person, then this card serves as validation of the relationship's divine nature. This individual has genuine love for you, and you both can overcome the issues that arise. This is especially the case if you can express your feelings through attributes such as kindness, compassion, and courtesy toward each other. That kindness right there. Okay, for instance, having honest conversations would be an expression of your true love, even if it involves discussing uncomfortable topics. If you're currently seeking a relationship, this card offers you assurance that true love is on its way. Keep the faith that a wonderful relationship is destined to come to you, and don't compromise with an unsuitable partner. It's essential that you treat yourself well by taking excellent care of yourself, for the foundation of a true love relationship is two people who cherish who they are. Exactly. The Two of Cups, not Two of Pentacles, but Two of Cups. Both cups are full. It's a meeting of two people who complement each other, not dependency or codependency. I really feel like you're sticking around because you don't want the other person to go nuts, okay? But it's telling you to free yourself and that you're capable of manifesting anything in love and romance. I already described what the Magician is. And I think the trickster vibe is this kind of thing of sticking around even though you know your heart's not in it. Why? Because I think there's a past relationship that, hurt you very much. And here it's saying true love will come once you open up. And also it's saying that to keep the faith and not to compromise with an unsuitable partner. And essential to treat yourself well by taking excellent care of yourself. Because the foundation of a true love relationship is two people who cherish who they are. That's a solid foundation. I think Two Cups, right? This is not a foundation that's stable and solid because the Tower, everybody says it, only breaks down things that are not on solid ground, not stable. All right. I'm going to pull a Journey of Love Oracle card for you by Elena Fairchild. Rasuli and Cohn is the other two last names. I don't know their first names. Can we get a card for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please. So we have towering magnificence. There's that tower again. So let's read it. On the bottom, there's woman of light. Oh my God, this is the second time. So woman of light, I'll just tell you quickly. It's about if there's somebody in your life, which represents a high priestess energy too, that you've been wondering about. Like, are they the real deal? Are they that kind of, fantastic, built them on a pedestal, angel type of thing? Yeah, they are. They're fantastic. Whoever this is that you're talking about, it says in this description, it takes lifetimes to have a connection with the divine, like how this person has, and they're amazing. All right, so let me pull this card though, and it's got a poem for every card. So number 30, it says towering magnificence. The poem is mighty sentinels connecting heaven and earth, wisdom of the ancients waiting for those who listen in the quiet. Let me read you the message. You are entering the presence of the truly great and sublime divinity. It is without form, yet exists within all forms. It is humbling, and yet asks nothing of you. It just is, and when we encounter it, we are moved beyond words, beyond mind, and into the realms of the heart that we may never have experienced before. It takes a brave soul to meet the towering majesty of divine presence. It can be a terrifying experience, as limitations, preconceived notions, and identities crumble in the wake of its light. You are being brought to this place out of love because you are ready. Your soul has been craving connection to something so much larger than itself, to find something worthy to which it can devote itself entirely. This greatness is becoming available to you now, to be witnessed to the extent that it is helpful, so that you may find the greater purpose of service which your heart craves. You are ready. I'll put it here. And says, this oracle brings you comfort that your inner path, your opening up to direct experience of the divine presence, is happening now, according to divine timing and grace. This is also confirmation that you are connecting with your spiritual guidance more consciously now, and that any sense of self that appears to be falling away from you now is because your divinity has outgrown it, and a new awareness is taking its place. So you see there's two towers here. One that's breaking down with your love interest, right? Breaking down what's not stable. Towering magnificence is saying you want to commit yourself to something that is greater than yourself. Your heart's been craving it for a long time. Someone that you can devote all your love, energy, loyalty, protection, joy, everything to. And this was not it. The person that you've been dedicating yourself to, it feels like you've been doing it out of sacrifice, out of maybe that they would have been a good fit, on paper, and they might have lifted up things for you. But it's saying that, they are not happy either doing this, because they don't feel like they can trust you, because they have to watch you too, because they can sense that something is not right. So finally, let's pull the last oracle card. This is not a love oracle card. It's just straightforward, practical, and I like it. I like the illustrations. I think the meanings are fantastic. I love this deck. All right, so it says believe in your own magic, and it's about Amanda Lovelace. So let's get a card for you, Aquarius, and we'll end it there. Very short. These messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please. Can we get a card for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 5th to the 11th, please? Final card for the day. Okay. Stars. And that's Aquarius, right? The star card. But it says here, stars. You can manifest your every wish. So needing to have faith in yourself. But you know what I want to do? I want to put this here. Okay. The free yourself with this. and with committing to something greater. And on the bottom, there's castle. See, castle. Where do you see this castle or tower that's crumbled and broken down? Do you see this? I'm just going to read it to you. It's time for healing, not war. Castle is saying whatever revelations have been made, whatever arguments have happened, whatever's breaking down everything, it's saying now you have to commit to what you've done, right? So whoever has done this, whether it's your love interest or you, but I feel like this message is for you because that's what I'm getting it for. Saying with as much gusto as you had with, letting the other person have it and let them know how you feel or whatever, you have to now be able to rebuild. You need that equal amount of fire and strength to rebuild after this gets broken down. But the advice is to free yourself. So let me read you stars and then we will be done. It says, you can manifest your every wish. It's time for you to take your goals and turn them into your reality. Create that dream board. Wish on those shooting stars. Write in a daily manifestation journal. Cast a small or large spell. The universe is waiting to give you exactly what you deserve, given that it's best for everyone involved. Keep in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it. You see, it's best for everyone involved, not just things. It's star card, which we're talking about Aquarius representing the star energy, and it says stars here. And in the tarot, the star card is about having that one star that, you wish that you're in, that deepest wish for something. And if you try and you commit yourself and you wait and you have patience and faith, that it will manifest. So whatever here that didn't work out, it's saying again, like the bottom of the deck, whatever breaks down, whatever doesn't work out, because you want to commit yourself to something great, this ain't it. And now you have to use the same strength, okay, and pull out that inner strength to rebuild, free yourself, and find your happiness, okay? Because there's no point in just going along Two of Pentacles. There's no point. It's so boring. All right, that's it, Aquarius. That's your reading for the 5th to the 11th. I'm going to have your general readings out in the next couple of days, and then also check back for the next week's love reading closer to the 11th. Thank you for watching. Bye.